Welcome to The Explainer. So I want you to imagine an event where the guest list has a combined audience that could, well, circle the globe multiple times over. Today, we're diving into the Billion Followers Summit in Dubai, an event that's way more than just a conference. It's basically the new world capital for digital influence. Okay, let's just start with a number that is so big, it's kind of hard to wrap your head around. 3.5 billion. And no, that's not a company's valuation. That is the combined follower count of the people who showed up to this one summit. We're literally talking about an audience that's almost half the population of the entire planet. And behind that massive number, well, there are the people who actually have that attention. 15,000 content creators, all flying into Dubai. For a few days, they basically turned the city into the capital of the entire creator economy. So how in the world do we make sense of something this huge? Here's how we're going to break it down. First, we'll look at what the summit actually is. Then, we'll dig into its real purpose, meet some of the stars who were there, check out its real-world impact, and finally, we'll talk about what it all means for the future of influence. All right, let's start with the basics. What exactly is the Billion Follower Summit? So for 3 jam-packed days, Dubai becomes the absolute center of the digital universe. This whole thing is organized by the UAE Government Media Office, and it was completely sold out. And you know, they didn't just book a boring convention center. They took over iconic spots like the Museum of the Future and Emirates Towers. That right there tells you how important this is. But what's the real goal here? Why gather all these influential people in one place? It goes way, way deeper than just being a simple meetup or conference. You know, when you look at the summit's core mission, you really see how ambitious it is. This isn't just a big party to celebrate how far creators have come. No, it's a strategic move to actually shape the future of the creator economy by focusing on innovation, collaboration, and really just professionalizing the whole business of being an influencer. The whole philosophy of the event can pretty much be summed up by its official theme, content for good. And that's not just some catchy slogan, right? It's a real, stated goal to take all of this digital power and point it towards making a positive impact on the world. Now, for the 15,000 creators who were actually there, this thing is like a masterclass. The whole schedule is just packed with hands-on workshops on how to monetize your content, how to grow your audience, and of course, the super important art of figuring out brand partnerships. And the summit is also like a peek into a crystal ball. They're tackling all the big, disruptive things happening in content right now. You know, the explosion of AI, the evolution of short-form video, and even getting into the tricky ethical questions that come along with having global influence. So who actually gets an invite to an event like this? The guest list is, well, it's a really fascinating look at what fame means today. You've got the absolute titans of the industry, like MrBeast, who is arguably one of the biggest and most innovative creators on the entire planet. Then you've got Hollywood A-listers who have totally mastered the social media game themselves, like Will Smith. And it also includes these huge global voices who have a ton of influence in commentary and education, people like Drew Vrthi. But it's not just about a few big headliners. This summit is a true slice of the entire creator world. I mean, from entertainment and lifestyle to super deep dives into tech, AI, and sports, you name a niche, it was probably represented there. So how are they actually putting that whole content for good idea into practice? Well, the summit isn't just about talking. It's about launching some major real-world projects. And this is where the mission gets super real. They've actually teamed up with MrBeast himself to launch a huge campaign called 1 Billion Acts of Kindness. Okay, and the key thing here is that this isn't just about writing a check. It's about getting involved. 10 creators are going to be picked to actually fly to Ghana and physically help MrBeast build an entire village. We're talking schools, clean water, the whole thing. And the last step? They'll film the whole journey to inspire millions of their followers to do good too. The summit is also pushing the limits of technology and creativity. Another huge highlight is the 1 Billion AI Film Award. And they are putting some serious money behind this. A $1 million brand prize for the best short film made using AI tools like Google Gemini. They're really pushing filmmakers to get innovative and completely redefine what storytelling can even look like. All right, so let's zoom back out for a second and just think about the big picture. What does an event with this much scale and ambition really mean for all of us? When it comes down to it, an event like this proves that this whole creator thing is no longer just a trend. It's a massive power shift.
The summit basically confirms that individual creators are now a global force, one that's rivaling and in a lot of cases surpassing traditional media when it comes to shaping business, culture, and what we all talk about.
And all of this immense, growing power leaves us with a really critical question for the future. As this creator economy gets bigger and bigger, what kind of responsibility comes with having this kind of global influence?